Good morning. I'm gonna just wait a minute and make sure this goes up live. Comment and let me know that you're watching. Let me know you're here. I know sometimes it takes a while, but I'm Mary Ellen from Create With Me. My business is Create With Me, and I'm here in the Creativity Nest. And this is Emmy's 3c's. So Emmy's 3c's is usually it's in person, and we have some kind of a sweet treat and coffee, and we make a card. And we did that this morning, and we had a lovely group of ladies. And then I thought I would come on live and share with those of you who don't live close by. So I appreciate you, and I'm glad that you're here. Comment and leave me a comment and let me know that you're here. I'm going to show you the treat that I made today. So we have out in our garden, we have some raspberry beds. We have black raspberries and golden raspberries. And so my daughter made some golden raspberry syrup this last week, and her dad threw the pulp through the food mill and came up with this wonderful thick raspberry sugary deliciousness. And so I turned it into a coffee cake. So I'm going to take it down to my desk and show you it. So here's the coffee cake, and it's got a little cream cheese layer. Oops, I don't want to dump it there. I put it sideways. So it's got a little cream cheese layer, and then there's the golden raspberries. And it was really good, and I just made a mess all over my desk. I'm going to clean that up. So chime in, let me know you're here. I'm trying to multi-stream to 2 platforms, and sometimes that causes hiccups. Right now it looks like I'm good on my end. Everything's nice and green and nothing's turned red. So I know it's a little different time. We had such a good time today that we're a little bit later. So maybe you're eating your lunch. But I'm going to share anyway, and you can come back and watch it later. I got crumbs everywhere. So this is the card that we did today. We actually did a kit. So I've been really busy trying to get things together for some surgery that I'm having next week, and so I decided to pull out this kit. I've been dying to do it, and I think everybody enjoyed making these cards. So there's a little chick. These are all. It's called the Best Remedy Kit. So it's all about getting better. A little birdie told me you were under the weather. This little skunk's adorable. Let me see. I'll put it up a little closer. It says, even though this stinks, I'm here for you. And then, of course, my favorite, the little mouse that says ice cream is the best remedy for this, because, frankly, ice cream's the best remedy for most things. So just my opinion, But I didn't want to just do a kit with you today, so I'm bringing in a stamp set called Season of Chic. This is a card that we did in class on Wednesday. I have an all occasion card class on the first Wednesday of the month, and we do 8 cards. And this is a card that we did. So let me bring in the card. We use the Season of Chic, which is really nice because it's got a lot of different I don't want to say occasions, because it's got winter, it's got fall, but then we've got seashells and we've got floral. So I mean, it can be used through all the seasons, but not holidays per se. So some of the greetings are wishing you the best birthday ever. I'm here for you. You make each season of life even more beautiful. You are amazing beyond measure. There's a thanks, a love you, and a thinking of you. And we're going to use the thinking of you and the leaves today. And I actually, this card is not my original design, but I'm drawing a blank now. I'm sorry. If I had my phone, if it wasn't right up here, I would tell you who the original. I know who it is. It's Barb Brimhall. So Barb Brimhall showed this card, and I thought, oh, I love this card. So if you can see it, it's done. The leaves are done in soft suede, and then there's a little bit of Blushing Bride. And I'm going to show you some ideas on how to get. People are really struggling with the Blushing Bride, so I've got some tips on that for you. So I was going to bring this grid paper, but it's the scratch paper. Let me see if this is clean. No, this is about as clean as I'm going to get right now, because I wasn't super prepared, because I wanted to jump on. So here's the kit. This is how I package it for class, and so hopefully everything's in here. Everything except I don't have scissors, but I see some scissors close by, so I'm going to grab those scissors. I see some on my daughter's desk. Don't look behind me. My desk is a mess. Okay. All right. So I've got some scissors now. So this is how the kit comes. I usually cut all the pieces and package them in the envelopes. So we're going to take out one of each. We need a piece of soft succulent that is 8.5 by 5.5. There's a piece of early espresso for the inside of our card that is let's see, 5.25 by 4, and then we've got a couple strips for the outside. These are 5.5 by. I've got some good paper here. 5.5 by. Let's see, this one's 2.5. So this one is 2 5/8, I believe. 2 3/4. 2 3/4. And then we've got the little greeting pieces, strips of paper for that, and then the ribbon. This is rose gold ribbon. It's gorgeous. I know the video probably doesn't do it justice, but beautiful, beautiful. So let's go ahead and get started. And I'm going to start by folding my card base in half. And I love my bone folder. I talk about it every time, but I just can't say enough about just having that nice crease there. I like it. This morning I was even talking to the ladies about it. So, oh, and then there's another piece of white for the inside. So you just got to stamp your inside. So let's start with our stamping. And I'm going to bring in the piece for the outside, the piece for the inside. And then, of course, I'm going to put my envelope here so that I remember to stamp my envelope when it's all said and done. Do you stamp your envelopes? I hope you stamp for envelopes, because that's the first thing that people see when you send them a card in the mail. They see the envelope. So we're going to use soft suede, and we're going to use Blushing Bride, and we're going to get the stamp set out, which I set aside over here because I didn't even put the stamps on blocks. So we need the 2 leaves, and we need the words "thinking of you." All right, so that's what we need for this stamp from the stamp set, Season of Chic. So I'll mount the words and then the leaves. One is the outline and one is the inside. So we're going to start with the outline and start with our soft suede. This is a very easy duplicatable card, so I hope that you'll do something like this at home. I will put the measurements in the header when I get done. So I like to just stamp my leaves randomly all around on my card. I love this stamp because you'll see the variation. Maybe you can't see it as much on the camera, but in person you'll see a lot of variation in the color. So I'm going to stamp just a little border there, and I think I'm going to stamp just the same here. I'm just filling up my little spaces. Yes, I like that. Then I'm going to stamp a leaf on my inside. If you're commenting, I can't see it, but that could just be me. So I talked about the Blushing Bride. So a lot of times, and I'm going to show you, when I ink up with Blushing Bride and I stamp it, it's kind of on the brown side. So it's a little brown, but if I don't re-ink it and then I stamp it, it's this beautiful Blushing Bride color. And I don't know why it's that way, but this is what I've had success. So if you complain about your Blushing Bride, I almost stamped it on, try stamping it off first, get rid of that kind of brownish, and then stamp a second generation of ink. And I think you're going to like it a lot better. Nope, this one goes this way. There. I think you're going to like it a lot better if you do a second generation of ink, and you'll get this beautiful Blushing Bride color. And I'm not sure why it's that way. And some people have just gotten upset about it and just stopped using it. But don't do that. Use it. Please use it. I can't remember if I stamped that off because I'm talking. I did. So we're going to just cover this whole card. One more here. And then let's not forget about our envelope. We'll go ahead and stamp a little leaf in the corner. Stamp our blushing bride off and put it right here. So now we're 3/4 of the way done. We need to stamp our little greeting of thinking of you, and we're going to do that in soft suede right here on our piece of white paper. Okay, and then I think we're done with our stamping, so we can put that away. Okay, I'm going to bring in some dimensionals, and I'm going to dimensional. First, I'm going to just put this directly onto the pink, the blushing bride. And then I want to dimensional the whole thing. Let me move this out of the way. Yes, I have dimensional stuck to my fingers. Don't you do that? Is it just me? I hope not. And then I just want a piece of, I'm going to start mounting things. Let me get that out of my way. Here's my brown. I'm going to put my leaves on my early espresso so they go top to bottom is the same, but we have just that little edge. I've got just a smidge. I don't think you're going to even see it, but I'm going to go ahead and cut it since I've got scissors right here. And then I'm going to mount this on the front of my card base, which is the soft succulent right here. All right, just like that. And then again, I'm going to look at it. I don't know why. It's just hanging out just a smidge. All right, then let's mount our inside. We're going to just take the inside and mount it on our early espresso equally, and then mount that to the inside. And that gives us lots of room for a message, especially when it's a thinking of you. We want to send a message that is personalized and that says why we're thinking of them. So that's why I don't like to put greetings on the inside of thinking of you or thank you, because unless it's a really small sentiment, usually I want to write, why I'm sending the card. I'm kind of more that way than not. And then we're going to finish it off with a little piece of ribbon that just goes across the front of our card. Okay, just like that. And I like to just use the, I might have made that a little wide. I just like to use the adhesive that I'm using and then add this greeting here. So chime in and tell me if you're drinking anything special. I've been drinking protein this morning. I have some surgery, like I said, on Tuesday, and so I need to be strong for surgery and recovery. So I've been drinking protein 2 times a day, a special one that they gave me. So here's the card. Here's the beautiful envelope. And hopefully I haven't gone out on you and that you'll at least see it later. So I know I'm only talking to myself and I feel very funny. So I am going to just say goodbye and thank you for coming today. I'm going to put up the host code the 1st September. This is the code that if you place an order in September, then at the end of the month, then I usually send you, I'm just doing a little readjustment. Then I always send you something in your inbox, some card tutorial. So use that host code if there's anything you need. We've got weekly specials right now. You can see those on Create With Me on Facebook. What each week's are. The second week came out yesterday. So go snag that, look at that, because there might be something that you really want. So I appreciate you. You guys have a great weekend, and I will catch you when I